okay? Here you go. 3 minutes. I'm going to try to give people a signal when I'm halfway and towards the end.
All right, thank you, Dan. Appreciate everybody coming out tonight and everybody that spoke before me with useful knowledge. So I'm Mark Larman, the founder of the Chef Shield Corporation. Prior to doing this, I actually was also in outside sales with Citrix Systems as a field sales manager, South Florida, and grew up in Coral Springs, so it's kind of funny. But either way, so the Chef Shield, what we're doing is we're addressing what I identify as a real pain, physical pain that we've had. Anybody who's been in the kitchen has experienced being burned by cooking oil, right? A splashback of cooking oil, whether you're just doing bacon or you're talking about doing fish or burgers, things like that. So we've created a device that's the prototype is here in my hand, and it will protect you from getting burned. And also, there's many different kitchen cooking tools that all use the same handle and the same stem and just have a different end piece. So perhaps if I'm here, I'm not in the focal point. And then we're changing that up so you can have an interchangeable end piece, and I'll keep moving around until it stops making that loud noise. But either way, fair enough, thank you. So we've added interchangeable end pieces so you can buy one main tool and then swap out the front piece and then consolidate all your kitchen tools and save the space. If we could go to the next slide. So this is what the end product will look like. You can see the 3D printed model in my hand here. And basically, as it looks reasonably simple to understand, it can retract the shield just like this. There are 2 buttons on the top and the bottom of the handle so that you can move it around. And whether you have the spatula on the front piece or the deep fry strainer on the front, you can switch it out and then protect yourself, right? We have interchangeable end pieces, and the shield also changes so that a professional chef can use a smaller shield than, say, a novice or a home ec class. And yeah, we have patented or filed for the patent and waiting for that to come through. And if you could go to the next slide. This is the competition and the market size. So in the research that I've done, found that over 48 or 47 million spatulas are sold in the US alone. And that translates to $1 billion market for us. And now chefs can use gloves in a commercial kitchen, but that raises their body heat. And that is not bearable, and they rather take the burns, right? You can see the war wounds on their arms and things. And up until now, it's an accepted practice in just getting burned, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. And then these other devices, like the cover and the dome, the splatter guards, they change the cooking style because it locks in the moisture. And then you also have to lift it up to manipulate the food or take it out and end up getting burned in the first place anyway. And then this small hand guard, actually, I found on a site in China, but it doesn't protect much more than your knuckles. And you know, you stick this bullet to the stomach or something. Thank you. So our go-to-market, as many of you may be thinking, we would want to get this on television. We actually had some preliminary conversations with connections to the home shopping network and things like that. But also on our own e-commerce website, or Amazon, big box retailers. I've spoken to managers at Target, Bed Bath & Beyond, CONDUU, and others, and they see room for it for both reasons, because many of them don't have, well, Bed Bath & Beyond did have 1 or 2 of the dome tools to protect yourself from the splatter, but CONDUU and Target didn't have those in their stores to protect you. And then it also offers more an efficient way to do that. And then the consolidation of the kitchen tools that they explained to me, they've seen kitchens get smaller and people are stuffing more into those drawers. So we can help them with that problem and getting the whole cylinder of tools into one tool. We're looking at a price of about $350 for this base unit, and then each interchangeable end piece, there will be silicone and steel for about 75 cents, and then we'll sell it for about $20 for the end piece, or a package deal with different end pieces for about $30, and we can brand that, put it in a school, bookstore, things like that to keep on campus, and also branding for other things. So we project 20,000 units will sell in the first year. There will be 500,000 in revenue. We're raising our seed round to then build out the team as well. And appreciate you giving me the time. Thank you.
seeking seed round of funding. So what are you looking for?
Yeah, we're actually raising 1.2 million total, and we're going to raise that in tranches, and those earlier investors would get a better price than later investors. Those will be raised on safe notes, similar to a traditional note, but without the call-in date where you need to then raise again. But anyway, that's what we're looking for, yeah. And that way, like I said, to build out the team and pay for inventory and further development of the final product. For the initial, say, $100,000, we'll pay for the final product production, and we'll take that. We are looking to do a Kickstarter from here, and then take it to the market.
Okay, fair enough. Brandon?
Thank you.
How many of these units would you have to produce in order to achieve those costs? How does the cost scale with larger volume?
So from the team, the engineering team that I've been working with is the prototype house down at Fort Lauderdale, and they have relationships with some of the manufacturers. And I understand that we can actually get that price from just the first few hundred.
And I guess you were talking about notes. Is convertible notes that convert to equity, or are you saying that you're okay?
Yeah.
What kind of discount do you have for the notes?
It will be about 15% discount on the note, and then there'll also be a cap depending on which tranche the investor comes in at. So the earlier ones will have a lower cap on it than the later, and that'll be an 18-month raise. That'll get us going for the next 18 months.
So if you accomplish the full total raise, that would be in exchange for what percentage of equity in the company?
30%.
30%. So 30% equity for 1.2 million.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're pegging your valuation quite high as of this moment. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, Mark is here. What was your last lecture? So he's a serial entrepreneur. Okay. Next up is CONDUU. Coming up. Here they come.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much. Okay. Hello. Hi, everyone. My name is Lisa, and I'm here today to tell you about CONDUU. Websites and mobile apps for condominium associations, communities, and property management. You see, my family lives in Germany, but they own a condo here in Florida, like many snowbirds. And it's supposed to be a place where you come and relax, have fun, but actually, in the past, it's caused a lot of stress and confusion. And the reason? Bad or just non-existent communication channels. For example, that's the face of my dad when he tried to announce a guest at the gatehouse from abroad. Impossible. The property management companies, they send out letters, no emails whatsoever. So we decided to build websites and mobile apps that make the communication and management for residents, managers, staff, directors faster and a lot easier. One example, our gate clearance app allows you to manage and announce guests on your phone. Once they receive, boom, you get a pop-up message that that person has arrived. It's simple. We work with a few communities here in Florida, and we generate revenue through the stand-up setup fee and monthly hosting and maintenance fee, but we also offer additional features, general computer tutorials. We go into the communities, and local businesses or businesses in general advertise on our sites. I talked to you, Eric, about that, right? So now we got the product, we got started, and it's time to grow bigger. market is huge. So in Florida alone, 10 million people live in 50,000 condo associations right now. Nationwide, the number increased from the 1970s to today, from 10,000 condo associations to over 340,000. And only 50% increase in the past 15 years. And the best thing, not so good for them, but good for us, a lot of them do not have modern software at all, not even websites. And that's where we come in. They need CONDUU. So I'm here tonight because I'm looking for advice, for mentors, and for business partners. Thank you so much. Looking forward to your questions.
Okay, so you're looking for mentors and business partners. So are you looking to raise capital? How much? I mean, are you looking for just mentorship? Like, what are you looking for exactly?
We're the epitome of a startup, like you described your friend's startup back in the day.
Not anymore, though.
Not anymore, exactly. So, we want to grow. My company, I started a company in Germany, and we're just making the transition to start a company here in Florida. We're looking to build a network to evaluate lots of different marketing opportunities that are out there, to get to meet the right people, connect, like Francis said, and to really work with someone who knows the market here in Florida. Yes, capital would be great, but for now, the most important step for me is to find someone to work with who wants to get this thing bigger and better and go out there and make it known. We do need capital, but first and foremost, I want to start building a network and see, what sort of partnership opportunities are out there. I don't have a set sort of capital that I need to reach right now.
Okay, thank you so much.
Have you already created, because you mentioned you did this in Germany, so did you have success doing this in Germany?
No, sorry, misunderstanding. I am from Germany. My software company, the first software company I started, is based there. And last year we also found a company here. And we work with communities in Florida already. The idea came because we saw there was a market, there was a niche, and we spoke to a couple of condo associations. They liked the idea. We started developing the product, the software, the app, and we're working with these communities right now here in Florida. And we want to get out there and make ourselves known.
So you've already then developed websites and mobile applications?
Correct, yes.
Are those currently generating revenue for you?
Yes, so far we're working with communities in Palm Beach County. The members' websites and gate clearance apps are installed in a few of them, and we're really looking to work with property management companies now, because through them we can reach a lot of the associations and communities at one time, and that's the next big step, to start working with property management companies.
Who is your competition, and why is what you offer better than what they offer?
There is competition out there. There are companies that offer this. Two of the things that I'd like to mention that we've had success with. One is let's say the average user of our apps right here in condo associations is not really a digital native. So a lot of the residents are hesitant because technology, they like what they have, they don't want change. So we go in the communities, we work with the people, we sit down, we give tutorials, and then this actually generated other ideas. We created a browser extension now for people to enlarge the font size, because a lot of them have visual challenges reading the font, so they can change font and zoom in and that sort of stuff. And they like it because they're not as tech savvy as you people here. So we really work closely with the residents there, and that has generated a lot of other leads. They recommend it to their friends. The other thing that I'd like to mention is that we also work very close with local businesses. We go into the businesses, the restaurant across the street and say, we have a website for all of these people who live over there. If you have an exclusive offer or you have an open house event, advertise on our site, and all of these people who come to your place or should come to your place will see it the next day. So we try to really connect the communities locally. Those are 2 points.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I have one quick question. So, what do you think of Nextdoor? What do you think of Nextdoor?
Very useful, but different from what we offer.
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Next up is Curator Live. Here he comes. Todd, here you go.